I greet you, my Muslim family. Welcome to another one. So attacks on ministers by all these news medias, it's not anything new. They started with Prophet Angel and they went on to Prophet TB Joshua. And recently we saw that they actually were posting out some certain things concerning Pastor Chris. And we heard Prophet Angel saying this in a video that we uploaded recently. I'll leave it in the pinned comment so that you get better context and understanding concerning what the prophet was saying. So this is what the prophet has to say about why they are targeting Pastor Chris, or why they targeted Pastor Chris. Let's get into it.
Look at what's happening right now. What they did. I spoke about Pastor Chris as an example that time. It took a few days. Not a few hours, a few days. And BBC had already produced an article calling him all kinds of names. Did I force them to do it? No. God had already spoken it. Why are they after him? Because they know their narrative will not work when they bring the next pandemic. Notice I did not call it pandemic, I called it plandemic.
Plandemic. Planned.
So they are trying by all means to remove the names and the power of the people that will actually tell us what they're doing behind the scenes.
Wow. Killer. Amazing.
I've understood what the media does. I've understood it. They tried. First episode, they said this. Second episode, they said this. Second episode, they realized, wait a minute, we are waiting for him to be holding the product. I had no product to talk about. My duty is to sell my country, not sell out my country. That's my duty.
Yes, sir.
I have to.
Yes, sir.
What kind of a man gets to a place and goes like, yeah, baby, I love you. And the girl says, I love you too, baby. And then you say, oh, but you know what? When it comes to the issue of making babies, I'm not very good. My brother is better. No, they did not get it. You wake up another day. You wake up. If somebody wants to buy something from my country, I tell them I will take you to another guy. Then another guy will take you to another guy. No. You are the end and the finality of it. You end the whole thing. You clear the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
But guess what? They were waiting to see something. Couldn't see it. And they got disappointed. And guess what? They knew my name. So out of the people that were holding whatever they wanted holding, I didn't hold anything. And less than 5 minutes is all they shot the whole documentary. Less than 5 minutes. But why? If they had used another name, it would not sell. They have to use a name that sells. A name is bigger. It's bigger.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
We're still here.
So that's powerful right there. There's something that I just want to repeat for you so that you understand it. The prophet said this. I'm just repeating.
They know their narrative will not work when they bring the next pandemic. So they are trying by all means to remove the names and the power of the people that will actually tell us what they're doing behind the scenes.
Oh, that's powerful right there. And this is just a perfect segue to get into what Pastor Chris has to say about all these globalist agendas that they have. And this message is mainly for leaders, you know, and I plead with you to just share it with people that you know, all right, so that it can get to the desired destination that we want this video to get to, especially people who are in like decision-making positions, you know. So this is what Pastor Chris said about the plan that they have for the month of May.
He's given power, full authority, because he's asking for more. Like what you're seeing with the World Health Organization today, demanding, asking to be given more power. You think they're there for health. Well, that's what they were supposed to be, because that's what they told the world they were going to do. Well, they weren't there. They didn't establish themselves to save the world. They established themselves to control the world through health services. Not just health services, but health policies. I want you to remember that. They're not providing you health services. They're coming with health policies, policies of control. And that's why they're planning in the month of May, which is next month, to get nations to sign their sovereignty to the Secretary General of the World Health Organization, so that he becomes a superpower in the world and control all the nations. Say, Pastor Chris, is that true? Read the document. Read the document. Read the document, the content of the treaty. They're calling for nations to give up their sovereignty. That's what's in that document. And they want the Secretary General of the World Health Organization, or the Director General. I think it's called the Director General. So they want the Director General of the World Health Organization to have power over the nations. And he can declare whatever he wants to declare at any time and enforce it. You think he's going to really be doing that by himself? There are non-state actors that have positioned him, and they are the ones who actually want to rule the world. And he's just going to be a puppet. And so the nations need to study that document and reject it in whole. They rejected it over a year ago, and they plan to bring it back. And before bringing it back, they lobbied different countries. They lobbied them and try to see how they can just come and just rubber stamp. Haven't technically agreed in private. But I'm saying, say no. You got to say no. You got to say no. Because you sign that thing, you're losing your country. You're selling your country for nothing. You're selling your country. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is what it's always been about for a long time now. It's been about getting... Now, listen. If they get that sovereignty off of you, they take your land, they take your water, they take your food, they take everything that belongs to you. They take your army. What you're signing out is signing out your sovereignty. Your army will not be under you. Your police will not be under you. It will all be regulated and run from outside your country. Then you have no country. You have no country. That's what they want. You better know. That's what I'm telling you. And so the Bible tells us how these 10, they're going to give their power to the beast.
Powerful. So you heard him, right? So my dearest family, when you see organizations, media houses fighting such a man like this, it actually tells you that, they're actually agents of the devil, because it's only a man of God who can come out like this, to warn nations, to speak to nations of things that they really have to be wary of, that they really have to address, with immediate effect. So I just hope this message will get to the people who are supposed to hear this. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments below about all this. And let's remember to pray for our men of God, our ministers, and to defend them, defend our Christian ministers on social media. Use the influence that you have to stand and fight, for the body of Christ. Thank you for watching. God bless you.